Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV for round number 3, the Volusia Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws 410 Craftsman Sprint Car Series. My name is Brett Wheeler. Spit it out eventually. Well, we're back here at Volusia for race number 2 this time. The night sky is upon us, and we are getting set for qualifying in about 3.5 minutes time. Can tell you that we've had 20 drivers take time. So once again, we've got about 23 drivers signed into the pits again. If we get 25 or more, we will have a B main. If we get 24 or less, we go straight into a main event after qualifying. Group qualifying coming up in a few moments time. So we'll send 3 and 4 drivers out on track at a time. Each driver will have 2 laps to set their fastest lap times. No inversion from qualifying into the main event. So with that being said, I will take a quick break. Going to mute the microphone. You guys can still watch the cars roll around the racetrack, as this is a practice session. So one last chance to we'll make some setup adjustments on the race car before it is qualifying, and then 35 laps in distance for feature race number 2. Just quickly make sure you do like the social media pages for Volusia Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards. Click on their names in the descriptive link. Click on the link in the description, I should say. Make sure you like Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook, along with subscribing to our YouTube channel. All of our videos get uploaded from Facebook, and they get uploaded to our YouTube channel, so you can rewatch them. Whether you want to rewatch them on Facebook or YouTube, it doesn't really matter. They are saved on both platforms of social media. Just under a minute remaining right now here in this practice session. And then once again, we'll let you know when we are in qualifying. Stick around. It's going to be a beauty. Alright, so there we have it. Practice session to a close. Now we have group qualifying. Coming up, the first car on the racetrack in car number 6, Alex O'Brien's. Last week's feature winner in race number 2 at the Knoxville Raceway, Tyson Landis in car number 31 on the racetrack as well. Third place in race number 1 here earlier on. In car number 73, it's Alan Samel. And in the 555, we are going to see Brad Speidel. So, first lap for group number 1, Alex O'Brien's. He goes 14.230. Tyson Landis, no lap time, which would have been a 13.932, just saying. Alan Samel with a 14.195. He goes quick with a 14.100. Brad Speidel with a 14.257. Tyson Landis 14.248. And Alex O'Brien's in car number 6 with a 13.988. Out rolls the 21 of Tyler Henselman. In car number 29, that's going to be Taylor Howe. In car number 22, it's going to be Jason Nygaard, and double the 22. Add 22 and 22, get you 44. In car number 44, Ryan Pace. So Tyler Henselman, the first of these 4 cars to get the green flag here in qualifying, and the track looks a little more juicier right now than what it did in race number 1. Tyler Henselman, he's going to go to position number 3 with a 14.180. Taylor Howe goes to third quick with a 14.152. Jason Nygaard, no lap time. Ryan Pace with a 14.292. Quick car for Tyler Henselman with a 14.150. He did go to position 3 but got bumped back to position 4 by Taylor Howe with a 14.127. Jason Nygaard with a 14.321, and Ryan Pace with a 14.171. Position number 5 for the 44. So out rolls the driver that finished in position number 2 in race 1 earlier on. In car number 3, he is current Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws 410 Sprint Car Champion. It's Chris Roberts in car number 93. In the 127, it's going to be Stephen Hill. In the Mobile 177, Aaron Schaefer. And in the Razorback number 97, Matthew Henninger. Chris Roberts gets the green flag. So he will lay down a lap time first out of these 4 drivers. We'll see what the 93 can do. And he's going to go to position number 6 with a 14.198. Stephen Hill third, quick with a 14.102. Aaron Schaefer 14.150. Position number 6, Matthew Henninger with a 14.312. Chris Roberts to position 5 with a 14.131. Stephen Hill slower on his second lap with a 14.109. Aaron Schaefer position 4 with a 14.126. And Matthew Henninger jumps into position number 9 with a 14.178. So less than a tenth separates positions 2 all the way down to position number 9. From a 14.100 to a 14.178. In car number 37, Zane Scott on the racetrack. Behind him in the 06, I think it's Kyle Trevathan. Let me find out who that. That's going to be Kyle Scott, sorry. In car number 8, Joshua Secor. And Tom Prakash in car number 53. So Zane Scott first lap time will be a 14.201. Kyle Scott with a 14.132, position 7. Joshua Secor 14.433. Tom Prakash with a 14.564. Zane Scott, slow with a 14.227. Sits 11th. Kyle Scott, slow with a 14.195. Joshua Sakor with a 14.553. And Tom Prakash goes to position 15 with a 14.349. So in the next gen Fab car number 67, out rolls Mark Pinsky. In car number 57, it's going to be Luke Yanez behind the 67 in the 005 Steel Cycle. It's going to be Brandon Steele. And in car number 90, it's going to be Jeff Fitzpatrick. Second last group of qualifying. Luke Yanez will get a green flag first, as there is a cushion already developing in turns number 1 on the entry. So still what kind of lap times these guys can do. Luke Yanez, first lap time, a 14.793. Mark Pinsky with a 14.365. Brandon Steele with a 14.400. Jeff Fitzpatrick with a 14.354. Yanez goes quicker on lap number 2 with a 14.427. Pinsky quicker with a 14.127, goes to position 5. Steele with a 14.186. And Jeff Fitzpatrick with a 14.363, slower than his original lap time. So how about this? From position 2 with a 14.100. You go down to position 13 with a 14.201, so that's 0.101. So just over. You know what, we're going to call it a 10th between 1st and 13th place. In 2:57, he set quick time in race number 1. It's going to be Anthony Lopresto. Teammate in car number 838, it's going to be Tim Smith. And that's it for these two drivers. These are our 21st and 22nd cars to take a lap around the Volusia Speedway Park. First lap time is second quick for Anthony Lopresto. Make that second quick for Tim Smith. 14.017, a 14.077 for Lopresto. Can he go quicker? He does. Quick time, 13.952 for Lopresto. And Tim Smith slower on lap 2 with a 14.073. But Anthony Lopresto puts it in position number 1 yet again. And the guys that are the last two cars in qualifying, they go positions 1 and 3. What a time from the 2:57. As we wait for the checkered flag to get thrown here on this qualifying session, and we're going to be able to go through your starting grid for tonight's main event. So this time, just the two drivers. We only have one driver in the 13-second bracket in race number 1, which happened to be Anthony Lopresto. This time we've got two drivers inside of the 13-second. Anthony Lopresto once again with a 13.952, and Alex Orions with a 13.988, 0.037 separates positions 1 and 2. Go through your starting grid in just a moment. We're waiting for the checkered flag to get thrown here on the final qualifying session of the night. 22 cars officially taking a time Although 23 drivers were in the server, the only driver not to take a time. Not sure whether he is just disconnected or not, but it's the 39 of Jimmy Procash. So it looks like it is coming to a close. Looks like we're going to advance the session in any second now. Once again, a reminder to like our social media pages. You can click on the blue link in the description in the title. Thanks to Bluesphere Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards. Make sure you give those guys a like on Facebook. Make sure you like Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. It doesn't cost you a cent to subscribe on YouTube. All of our videos get uploaded, and well, we go live about 6 times a week. We generally might have a spur of the moment thing. We're actually looking to add some more broadcasts on a Monday night. The rest of the nights we're sort of kept busy. Well, here we go. I'm going to go through tonight's starting grid. Starting on the pole in caliber 257 will be Anthony Lopresto. To his outside in caliber 6, it's going to be Alex Orions. Inside row number 2 in the 838, it will be Tim Smith. To his outside in caliber 73, it's going to be Alan Summel. Out of position 5 will be the 127 of Stephen Hill. He lines up alongside the Mobile 177 of Aaron Schaefer, out of position at number 6. Out of position 7, the next gen Fab number 67 of Mark Pinsky. He will line up alongside the 29 of Taylor Howe. Finished second in race number 1, the 93 of Chris Roberts will start out of position number 9. And in the 06 of Kyle Scott, he will start out of position number 10. Inside row number 6, the 21 of Tyler Henselman, he will line up alongside the 44 in the Pace Motorsports. It's Ryan Pace. Out of position number 13 in the Razorback 97, it's going to be Matthew Henninger. And in the Steel Cycle 005, out of position number 14, it's Brandon Steele. Out of position 15, the 37 of Zane Scott, he will line up alongside a feature winner here with the Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. It's going to be Tyson Landis. At a position 17, the 555 of Brad Spidel. He lines up alongside the 22 of Jason Nygaard out of position number 18. Your 10th starting row on the inside in car number 53, it's Tom Prakash, and to his outside, the 90 of Jeff Fitzpatrick. Luke Yanez, caliber 57, starts out of position 21, and Joshua Secor will start out of position number 28. That will be our starting grid for tonight's Twin 35 lap feature events. As we get set for race number 2, who is going to take out the second race? The green is out, and we are underway. A little bit of a wheel stand there by Alex Orions. These drivers are 3 wide behind him. Right now, Orions, he got shuffled back to about 5th and 6th at the moment. While he's just gone backwards on the opening lap. So watching the black 6 machine right now, he's just all over the place. That car is way too loose for him right now. Meanwhile, Schaefer got around the outside of the 127 of Stephen Hill. And here comes Pinsky on the inside of the 67 of the next gen Fab. Now looks to the inside of the 77 of the Mobile 1, Aaron Schaefer. Keep an eye on the right of your screen right now. Oh, Chris Roberts. Oh no, Orions goes around. Henselman had nowhere to go. Wow, that was just unlucky. And Tyler Henselman, man, talk about not having any kind of luck whatsoever. For the second time here at Volusia, he finds himself on pit road. And he must be filthy right now. He cannot catch a break. So early caution here in race number 1. Anthony Lopresto will lead his teammate Tim Smith. Alan Smell in third. Aaron Schaefer in 4th. 5th is going to be Mark Pinsky, Stephen Hill, Taylor Howe. Chris Roberts, Matthew Henninger and Kyle Scott are your top 10 in this one at the moment. Lights are still flashing, so we're still on 2 to green. And we're still going to have about 30 or 31 laps left to run. The second feature of the night. So once again, the lights will go out on the pace truck as we watch the drivers go single file or restarts our single file. You must not go until the green flag has been displayed in the server. Once the green flag is displayed, you can then race. You can only pass on the outside up until the start-finish line. Once you get past the start-finish line, you can pass wherever you want. So as we watch the cars roll into turn number 3. You see the cars come up to out of turn 4. Then we'll get the flag stand and we are back underway. Presto with a good start. Tim Smith as well follows his teammate through turns 1 and 2. The top 5 run pretty much nose to tail. In fact, Aaron Schaefer trying to make it work on the low side. Keep an eye on Kyle Scott in that 06 machine, getting on the outside of the 97 of the Razorback of Matthew Henninger. Oh, Henninger and Kyle Scott. Oh, Jeff Fitzpatrick. He goes upside down as well. Oh, Ryan Pace. The 44. So a couple of cautions. Henninger and Kyle Scott coming together down the back straight away. As you just have a look at that 6 machine right now, that car is toast. So that will easily make a left-hand turn in pit road, and well, it is done for. The 06 of Kyle Scott, his night along with Henselman, Ryan Pace, their nights are done for as well. Lights are still flashing on the pace truck. So here we have it. Anthony Presto leads Smith and Samal. Your top 3 to go back to Schaefer, Pinsky, Roberts, Scott, Howe, Hill, and Brandon Steele. Your top 5, so the pace track you see on screen, that will take a left-hand turn on the exit of turn number 4 into pit road. Green flag will immediately come out.
Green flag, green flag.
And Lopresto brings us down the front straight away one more time. Smith in second still. No change to your top 5. Here comes Roberts. Roberts and Scott That's going to be Zane Scott. They're going to continue their battle like they did in race number 1. Taylor Howe looking to the inside of Scott in turns 1 and 2, but the 37 machine rolls on the top side of the racetrack. Pinsky and Roberts side by side. Now you throw in Scott and Howe in a great little 4-car battle. Look as these drivers look for a top 5. Pinsky hangs on to that 5th spot on the racetrack. I have a feeling we have a battle for the race lead here in just a moment. The 838 of Tim Smith. He is working the low side in 3. Whoa, that was close. Fitzpatrick tried to get to pit road. Tim Smith, he was honking there. Roberts and Howe side by side. Give the spot to. Give it to Howe. By .011. That time bypassed the flag stand. Aaron Schaefer in 4th. Behind him is the next gen fab, number 67 of Mark Pinsky. But your top runners, your top 5, 6 are spread out fairly even. Taylor Howe and Chris Roberts going to continue to battle for positions 7 and 8 on the racetrack. Oh, whoa, what a wreck! Pinsky that was. I'm sure that was Pinsky. You know what? This is well worth a replay. Now, replay on screen. Look at the 67. He gets around the outside of the 77. And wow, that just dug in and he flips out of the ballpark. Apologize that you had to sit the low racing overlay there for a second, but man, talk about a wild ride in the 67. Thankfully, that was a virtual ride, and he should be A-OK after that one. So he is done for this evening, and we got 16 cars left here on the lead lap. So the Presto leads Smith, Steele, Samuel, Schaefer, Scott, Howe, Roberts, Hill, Steele, Henninger, your top 10, Nygaard, Secor, Spidel, Prakash, and Yanez, your top 15. And you got Alex Orions, I believe, is in 16th place. White flag.
44.
White flag, number 44. So 20 laps left to run here in the main event tonight. Let's hope Presto can keep the 257 on the racetrack, keep it off the wall. Hopefully there's no meatball. And off of turn number 4, we're white flag at lap number 44. Let's keep the rhymes going. Smith all over the rear crash bar. I think there's a crash on the front straightaway, just saying. Smith looking for the race lead. Couple of car lengths away from your race lead, Ola Presto. We go back to third, Samuel, and the battle on for 4th and 5th. Oh, Schaefer! Look out, yellow, yellow, yellow. Schaefer all on his own.
Second up and 1.
And the 77, the Mobile 1. Unfortunately, it started off well, but it will end for that 44 machine. The 77 machine, sorry, the Mobile 1. It was running in the top 5. In fact, he was running 4th. So sitting on 2 to green. Right now we're going to have 18 or 19 laps left to run here in the main event. I think we're going to have 18. White flag lap number 47. We might have 17 actually. Presto continuing to lead from Smith. Samel just trying to be consistent, trying to get a top 3.
Really?
Oh.
I'm glad you got a good sense of humor, Jason. One again, tight nut, single foul, white flag, lap 47.
And we have it, lap number 47. So 18 to run. Lepresto, can he get another win in the season? And we are back underway. Smith all over the back and battle on for 3rd right now. Here comes the 37 of Zane Scott on the inside. Now he's just tucks in behind Alan Samel in turns 3 and 4. 17 laps left remain here in race number 2. Scott going to slide up. Whoa, what a slider there from Scott. Samel had to jam the brakes on it. Here comes the 29 of Taylor Howe. Oh, we're going to car around. Jason Nygaard is upside down. 22. I think the 29 as well. Taylor Howe was somewhat involved in that. And the 22 of Jason Nygaard in pit road. So Brandon Steele also coming into the pits. So he's not, will be done and dusted. So I'm not sure what happened on that one. So white flag. So white flag will be like 50. We should have 15 to run. Could be 16. And that is really annoying. So waiting on the flashing lights of the pace truck to turn off.
Single foul, white flag, lap 50. Yeah.
So this will be 34 complete with yellows. So we've got 15 or 16 to run. Here we go, pace truck in. Lepresto. And Smith, the green is out, and we are back underway here at Volusia. And while Lepresto a little bit sideways on that start, Zane Scott to the inside of the 29 of Taylor Howe. Apologise to Taylor Howe. I thought he might have been involved in that wreck with Jason Nygaard. No! Keep it together, boys. How about Henninger on the bottom side of the racetrack right now in the 97 in the Razorback? 97, he's almost into a top 5. In fact, as he comes across the line, he's going to be scored in equal 5th along with Zane Scott. It was a dead heat at the line. Lepresto still leads from Smith and Samel, your top 3. Howe in fourth, just in front of the battle on screen. Roberts in the 93, Zane Scott in the 37, and the 97 of Matthew Henninger. Battling for positions 5, 6, and 7 at the moment. Alex Orions, keep it going, please. Well, we stay green. A battle on for the race lead almost. As these two drivers, wow, they have just checked out right now. Smith in second. Goes to the top in 1 and 2. You can just see how much he's actually working the wheel around this racetrack. Goes to the bottom in 3 and 4. Lepresto hits the cushion. And Lepresto's going to get the run. So Lepresto riding the top side of the racetrack all the way around this Volusia Speedway Park. Smith just starts to fall back a little bit. Samel in third. Fourth is Taylor Howe. Zane Scott, Chris Roberts. And well, down the 97, the Razorback. Matthew Henninger using the top side of the racetrack. So white flag, lap number 50. Which means we've got 7 laps to run. As your race leader is in down the back straight away. Oh, Samel with a big moment. That gives Taylor Howe a podium. 6 to go. Samel now trying to work to the bottom side. Here is Zane Scott now going to put the 37 on the inside of Samel, but Samel gets back around the outside. Here is the 93 of Chris Roberts as well. 5 to run. Here in the main event for race number 2. Roberts got around the outside of Scott. That was for 5th and 6th, sorry. So Roberts with another top 5. Scott going to come back to his inside. Wow, Lepresto and Lepresto and Smith, they have just checked out. Scott catches the inside wall in turns 1 and 2. You're watching your third place driver on screen at the moment. 2 to run. They come off at turn number 4, your leaders. Well, they're already in the traffic. In the 3 and 4 for the penultimate time. The white flag is out. Whoa, Secor.
Keep racing.
Here we go. Keep racing is being told.
Run it out.
Lepresto into 3 and 4. Rides the cushion. He will grab win for race number 2. Second will go to Tim Smith. And third is going to go to Taylor Howe. What a drive by Taylor Howe. And man, he must be excited about that one. He's finally been able to put in a good, solid performance. So let's hope the finishing result is going to be correct. Lepresto with the win. Smith, Howe, Samel, Zane Scott, Chris Roberts, Henninger, Hill, Procash, Yanez, Spinal, Secor, Landis, Orion, Steele, Nygaard, Schaefer, Pinsky, Fitzpatrick, Kyle Scott, Brian Pace, and Tyler Henselman. So a top 3. We don't have at the moment. But we finally get a lot of green flag laps in. And it was Anthony Lepresto who just dominated this race along with Tim Smith, putting a big gap distance between themselves and third place runner in the 29 of Taylor Howe. So with the drivers not in Discord, we're not going to be able to grab any interviews with these drivers tonight. So
hang on, we're not going green.
that will wrap it up here for round number 3, the Volusia Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series from Volusia. Race number 1 going to Drew Neal. Race number 2 going to Anthony Lopresto. Once again, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors for this evening's festivities, Volusia Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards. You can find them on Facebook. Just click on their names in the description. It'll take you to a direct link to their page. Make sure you give it a like. Make sure you like Ultimate Dirt TV, not only on Facebook, but give a subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We want to thank our sponsors that have been able to provide us with the stuff that we're able to do here and produce some fantastic broadcast coverage for you guys. If you don't want to be a part of the sponsor, feel free to get in contact with the channel. In fact, just before we go anywhere, we're going to grab the driver of the 838.
Yes, sir.
Of Tim Smith. Tim, congratulations on the second. Anthony, your teammate, just too good there in the end.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Yeah, I was making some decent runs on the bottom. The bottom really burned up at the end there. I just couldn't really make any gains on him. He ran about a perfect race. He's really tough to pass.
Man, talk about that track there. I mean, it was sort of hard to pass. I mean, the top side was just, too quick. I seen you try to run the bottom in 3 and 4. Were you catching any ground on Anthony running the bottom in 3 and 4?
Oh, yeah, it seemed like for about 15, 20 laps there, the bottom was definitely faster than top side, but I think I used it up, and it gave up on me. The top was really sketchy. I didn't even want to mess with it. After about 3/4 of the way through the race, it was had a big old hill up against the fence, so trying to kill me every lap, so I just gave up, dedicated myself to the bottom, I guess.
Well done on a second place here tonight in race number 2. No doubt I'm sure you got some people you want to thank.
Oh, for sure. Cameron Colby at Colby's Eye Paints. He does all of our paint jobs, and he does a pretty sweet job at it, I think. So anybody hit him up for any iRacing paint jobs you need. You at Ultimate Dirt TV for coming on and sponsoring our team. We really appreciate it. And then everybody at the old Dirty Old Bastards League giving us a place to race.
All right, there we have it. That was Tim Smith coming away with a second place finish here tonight. Well, that does wrap us up from the Volusia Speedway Park. Once again, make sure you do go like these social media pages. As well, we want to thank Volusia Corporation and the Dirty Old Bastards for allowing Ultimate Dirt TV to cover the action live on Facebook. All that stuff does get uploaded to YouTube, so make sure you do go like our content on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As I said, if you want to be a part of the Ultimate Dirt TV package here, we are live about 6 or 7 times a week.
Hang on, we're not going green.
You message the page and we'll get in contact with you. But on behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, my name is Brett Wheeler. We say good night. We'll see you back here next Tuesday night for the 360 Winged Sprint Cars presented by Volusia Corporation and the Dirty Old Bastards.